this time next week, Croatia will no longer preside over the Council. What would you say were the main achievements of this presidency? Could you maybe identify some opportunities that were not used at most, or some things that should have been done differently, handled differently?
Right, thank you very much, and warm welcome to all the journalists that are following this press conference that is really in unexpected and unusual circumstances. My colleague Tonino has said basically everything good that we have achieved during this presidency in this unexpected and unbelievable circumstances for all Europeans. So Croatia has responded actively, has responded with great maturity as a country who went through the war, and we have a prime minister who was really, with calmness and a good balance, has managed to reconcile the South and North, and all this panic that we were facing in the beginning when EU rescue mechanism could not be triggered and activated immediately with Italy, and we were following the great disaster that was happening there with human consequences. So we cannot, if we are trying to summarize what one country could have achieved during its presidency, we could have said that Croatia was the best country to be at this position at this time because of the ability to adapt and the ability to react and to have a compassion and solidarity that it has shown. During the presidency, Prime Minister Plenković has not forgotten Southeast Europe and the Western Balkans. So 20 years after the Zagreb summit, and I'm so proud to say that Croatia has achieved its biggest goal, to bring back hope to Macedonia, Albania, but also to bring back hope to all the Western Balkan, where all these security issues are arising, because you cannot forget that we are a frontier country and we have the most responsibility to protect our borders. Croatia, as a frontier country, during the war 25 years ago, we have this year anniversary of Dayton Peace Agreement, that brought a peace in Western Balkans. So we know what instability means. We were facing the big migration flows, big attacks on Greek borders. Plenković has gone there with the new president of the Commission, Madame Ursula von der Leyen, with the Prime Minister, with the President of the Council and the President of the Parliament, have sent strong messages that the attacks on the borders of European Union have to stop. So instrumentalization of the human misery that was being done by Turkey was stopped at that moment. So we were reacting on the crisis all this time during its presidency, and I'm proud to say that we are handling this torch of responsibility to Germany of how to manage the finances, because it was not easy to during the crisis and with managing all the funds that was being unused in order to help buy all this equipment, health equipments, and to help all the citizens of European Union to feel protected in this pandemic. It was not very easy as well to negotiate next multi-annual financial framework. So it will be a big responsibility on the German presidency to reconcile the wishes from the South and North, and I believe that it will happen. We are having this good compromise on the recovery fund for next generations, and I believe that Chancellor Merkel will succeed in combining the needs and desires and understanding of these frugal countries that are still hesitant to go along via with the future expectation of all the European citizens. So in 2008, we faced a big crisis where European Union has seen after the recovery coming of many populist parties. Now we have not allowed this the same crisis influence public opinion, and we have shown as well that security of all the citizens, it's at stake. It's our big responsibility that everybody has to have a same level of protection. And I think, in my opinion, this is the best achievement of the Croatian government during its presidency. And Croatia has shown that European Union can protect and can be compassionate, can share solidarity, and has brought back belief of European citizens to European Union. Because without European Union, without this safety net that we are having with European Union, we would all feel left alone. And this achievement I think would be the biggest achievement of Croatian presidency. Of course, we achieved through also European Parliament with the resolutions for this orderly Brexit, leaving of European Union, but it was not easy to negotiate during the crisis as well with the British government, and you are very much aware of all the difficulties that European Union is facing with these negotiations. And I'm afraid that this will be the greatest challenge also for a German presidency. So as far as we are concerned as Croat MEPs, I think we can say that we have done our best, and that European Union is giving this torch, of how we can say it, Olympic torch, to Germany to stabilize European Union in a time when we will need much more stronger messages on how to come out of this economic crisis that the whole world will be facing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Zovko. It's just